everybody, how are you doing today? I am very well, thank you. My name's Jodi Lakin, and today I am going to be drawing some very cute little forest creatures, whatever you want to call them. But first I wanted to show you some of the supplies I'll be using today, or some of the items on my table. First of all, I have this really cute hand towel which I use to blot off any paint. I just don't want a lot of waste, and when I use kitchen roll it just uses so much waste. I do use kitchen roll occasionally to mop up any extra paint that I have used on the paper, but this is for cleaning my brushes, so I just keep that on the side. This is my little pencil case. It's by Dandelion, that's how I assume you pronounce it, I'm not sure. But I have a little Shelly May patch and some Shelly May key rings as well, which were from Tokyo Disney. And yeah, I just really love this one. I love the colour as well, but it's so useful because if I'm travelling anywhere, I can just pull up the pouch and zip it up and take it with me, so it's really useful. I really like it. So yeah, I just wanted to show a few things because in my last video I got some comments saying that you wanted to see what I use as well, so I thought I'd show some of that in this video. I'm using this pen to do an outline. It's really cute. It's got the Minions on it. This was actually a gift from my husband. He bought it for me. But I really love it. It's such a nice pen to write with. It's a Uni Jetstream 0.5 black ballpoint pen. Yeah, and I really like it. It's so smooth to write with, but I thought today that I would draw with it, do some outlines. When I very first started doing art as a kid, I always drew with ballpoint pens. It was like my favorite thing to draw with, so to me it just always feels very natural to use ballpoint pens, and I wanted to go back to that today, I guess. So the reason I've decided to do these little illustrations that are not in a journal or a notebook, they are just in this little Carson watercolor paper book, which you can rip out the designs once the pictures once you've done them. The reason they're in here is because recently I've been getting a lot of requests to paint pictures for people, and the other day I gave away my very first picture, which was someone asked me to paint them a picture, which I thought was so lovely, and it made me feel really happy, like that my art was good enough for them to want on their wall. So I did them a little picture like this. Actually, it was the cherry blossom one I did in the another video recently, and then I got asked to do another one, so I did another one the other day as well, but I didn't film that. So I thought I was really enjoying that style of illustration, and also just having the picture as a whole instead of having it as in like a journal format where I'm writing on the page as well. So I really enjoyed that, and I wanted to do more of those. So instead of trying to think out a concept or something like beforehand so they all match, I just decided to do whatever came to my head first, and the first one was this which is like a little deer girl in the forest, I guess, holding a big flower. And I used my normal watercolors that I tend to go to, which is the Geckoso watercolors, and then I also went over it and added some detail with the Holbein pencils, colored pencils, which is what I was just showing you there. And they are absolutely my favorite to use. They're just really creamy, and I like that you can either keep the texture of the pencil or you can blend it out like I just did on that flower. Like the way the texture is, I like that you can see that it's a crayon, but also sometimes I like to blend it out so it looks really smooth. Yeah, I really like this one. It's really cute, and I think if I would have thought it out a little bit more, like maybe the outfit could have been a bit more interesting. I did want the colours to be more muted, but I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on my colour palette, because I like that it's bright and colourful, but I also just really want it to be a little duller, I guess, like overall. So I'm thinking maybe I should put a wash over the whole picture. I'm not really sure, but I really like how that one turned out. The second one I did was this girl with like a fox on her head and a little chicken. And again, I didn't really think this out very much. And this time I decided to start straight away with the watercolour. And I chose to do this big, what do you call them now? Is it a dandelion? Is it a dandelion? Yeah, it's a dandelion, right? I decided to do this big dandelion. And I did it brown actually, because I just didn't want this one to be too harsh, and I used my brown biro as well to do the outline, which I really like the way that looks too. This one was not my favourite though. Like, I absolutely love the girl and the flowers and the bottom half of the picture, but I just really don't like the top half of the picture in the end. I don't really know why that is. I'm not really sure if I didn't think about it enough, which I think is also the case. But I just love the girl and the colours as well. Like, I think they look really nice together. So I kind of want to just cut the top off the top off of this picture and just keep the bottom. But let me know what you guys think anyway. Like, this might be your favourite, who knows, although it is my favourite, like the girl, but like I said, the top just doesn't, I don't know, I need to work on that. And yeah, so like I said, recently I've been asked to do a few different pictures, and I've never really thought I had a style to my illustrations, and I think that the whole reason in me starting this YouTube channel in the first place was to try and find my style and find something that I'm drawn to. And I figured that when I was asked to do a picture, that's when my true style would come out, and this is what happened. I started drawing these cute little girls with like big eyes, just these cute little characters, and they tended to be like outside or in the woodland, and they tended to be very small, and everything around them was huge. So I figured that maybe that is my kind of style, that because that's what I was drawn to doing. I definitely need to work on poses for sure. But I also really like the simplicity in that style of having the poses very sort of standard and neutral and kind of just innocently standing there. And the sort of blank expression I really like. So the third one I decided that I really liked using the biro or the ballpoint pen to do the outline. So I continue to do that for this one. And this one is a little bit different from the rest. It's a little boy sitting in a flower pot, and he's holding a flower there. And I could just imagine this character like clambering up onto the flower pot to pick a flower for his collection, and just destroying the actual plant in the process. And I just thought it was really funny. And sometimes here in Japan we have like little plants outside, and sometimes I go outside and it's been really windy that day, or it's been raining, and the plants outside, they just look like someone's been in there and just like pulled them out, or like or like some little animal has been digging around in the plants. So this is sort of how my imagination sort of interpreted it. Like, there's a little character that likes to collect little things from the garden, and that's why my flowers are destroyed. I struggled with this one a little bit with the eyes, because I thought the glasses made his eyes look really like too small, and I really like that doe-eyed look. So I did his eyes quite a few different times and struggled with it a little bit, but in the end I was really happy, because I wanted him to be looking at the flower that he picked, and he slightly turned towards the one side, but his feet are forward, so it was a little bit of a difficult pose that I chose. Well, it's not at all difficult, but for me to work out it was. So yeah, like I said, this one is a little different to the other two, but again, I really like it, and I still think that it fits within the same style. So after all three were done, I ripped them out so I could see them next to each other. And even though like I went for a different approach with each of them. I still think they look nice like together as a set, and yeah, I'd be really interested to know which one is your favorite, or if you like this style at all. I just really like it. It makes me laugh. The fact that their eyes are just so ridiculously big. And I just really love drawing things in nature too, and animals and flowers and things like that. So yeah, this was really fun for me to do. Let me know in the comments below which little character is your favourite. It might be the bunny for me. Maybe. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing if you are new. And I will see you again next Sunday with a new video. Have a lovely week, everybody. Bye.